Hi everyone, back again to talk about today more chord movements that can get us from one place to another in the context of not just jazz but other types of music as well. In a previous video from a while ago, you'll recall I talked about the importance of diminished chords, a half step above and below the 2 chord. So say we're in B flat major. If you've watched those videos, you know that the diminished chord, a half step below the 2 chord, can take us to the 2 chord, right? And the fully diminished 7th chord, a half step above the 2 chord, can also take us to the 2 chord, but it can also take us back to the 1. Okay, and so to put that into context, that explains why you can hear some pianists or guitarists comp over a blues like this. You know, it's making use of the diminished to get back to the 1. And also there are certain tunes where that type of root motion, use of diminished chords is very common. There's a song called Lover Come Back to Me. Right here where the melody does this. But it's going through, it says 1 in inversion, 4, here's the diminished, then back to 1. So there's that type of movement. Another type of movement that I think gets overlooked a lot is minor 4 back to 1. You hear this sometimes in church music or gospel music where there's some sort of plagal cadence going on where the organist or pianist might say something like, something like that. Well, we can take that type of movement and put it over a blues. So if I'm playing a blues in B flat, I can say something like this. So let's define that harmonically. That's B flat major, E flat 7 in inversion, with the 7th in the bass, then E flat major, which is the 4 chord, then E flat minor, and then back to 1. So if I were improvising at the beginning of a blues, I could outline that by saying something like this. Something like that. So that's a movement where it's 1 dominant 7, then to 4, then minor 4, and back to 1. So really the purpose of this video is to investigate a little more, or rather to debunk this idea that all jazz is just 2 to 5 to 1, or 1 to 6 to 2 to 5 to 1. So those are just two small reiterations of that. We know about diminished chords, and we know about different ways to get back to the 1 chord other than just 2 to 5, then it adds more interest. So I'm going to talk about a few more movements in the next video, so stay tuned for that.